Uzbekistan! Today we'll be covering the current state of Uzbekistan,
Uzbekistan's history,
and Uzbekistan's investment pattern.
Like a dream, feels like magic. Now I believe I can have it. Ooh, ooh, Tamu, ooh, ooh, Tamu. All of my wishes came true. Shop like a billionaire. Shop like a billionaire. Ooh, ooh, Tamu, ooh, ooh, Tamu.
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
As of October 2021, Uzbekistan is trying to be more neighboring with their countries of Afghanistan and Tajikistan. They're doing this to solve less problems of conflict.
Uzbekistan has been facing many dangerous invasions from other countries such as the Central Asia Regional Economic Cooperation Program.
Uzbekistan has gone through many challenging changes, one of them being that the government wants to modernize the economy.
Now we're moving on to the history of the geopolitics of Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan is a country in Central Asia that has been influenced many times by its location and relationship with other countries in the past years.
It used to be a part of different empires and was once a part of the Soviet Union. Uzbekistan had to fix its foreign policy and become friends with other nations and regions.
Uzbekistan is Uzbekistan is a neighboring country, and they neighbor with Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. This causes them to have to share the borders of the water. By sharing this, they've partnered with many different organizations to help the countries be a better region.
Now we're moving on how Uzbekistan can be successful without China's investment.
Okay, as we already know, China is a very good country and they're very rich and they have a really good population and economy. But Uzbekistan can be successful by making smart decisions and working hard, even without relying on China's money. It can focus on developing its own industries, improving infrastructure, and building good relationships with other countries and fixing their foreign policy, like we already talked about in the previous one.
Uzbekistan can attract trade and investments from different places. By being independent and making good choices, Uzbekistan can grow and thrive without depending much on China's investment.
Yes, China is a very rich country, but Uzbekistan doesn't have to rely on one thing. They have their own growth rates, and by making the right decisions, as they said, they can choose the right ones, or maybe even decrease some decisions they've made in the government or economy just to help it grow just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Period.
Now some fun facts on Uzbekistan! One fun fact about Uzbekistan is they're landlocked. So that means they don't have water on either sides of them, which makes it super hard to find some water sources. So they have to share with Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. And that's what causes conflict.
Yeah, and so the next fun fact is that they have a huge cotton export, which is amazing because that's where they earn their money from. And if they grow more cotton, they can get more money like their neighboring countries, which is pretty cool.
Next, Uzbekistan is the world's 56th most independent state, and that's out of the United States of America, Canada, Brazil, India, all the other states and countries.
Uzbekistan, it actually has some really weird etiquette when it comes to just anything. So one of the weird etiquettes that they do is they have to leave the bread on the floor or place it on the table upside down, blow your nose hard in public or something. It's then they also have otherwise it's considered rude. Speaking very loudly in public, especially near religious venues, it is not customary to shake hands with a woman to greet. So normally we say, hey, nice to meet you. That's rude or disrespectful in Uzbekistan.
Okay, and so the next fun fact is that they are home to a shrinking lake. They don't have many lakes there, and so their biggest lake shrinked and is now dried up now, which is hard for them to get water sources and stuff. And most people live on the southeast side of Uzbekistan because there's not a lot of water on the other side. So the people that live on the other side have a hard time living.
You remember that from the video.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Now time for weather. My rain chances are right over here. As you can see, it's gonna start coming down right over here, and then as you can see, it's gonna start coming right back up. And this is over in Uzbekistan south.
Now we're going to be looking at warm front and cold front. So as you can see right here, there's a warm front moving in this way. It's moving in west, so it's going to be moving down here. But then, over the next week, the warmth is going to go away and there's going to be a really big cold front. And it's going to be really, really chilly. So it's coming south. It's going south. It's going right around down here. The map.
For today's weather, today it is 43 degrees, cloudy skies as you can see here, and it is raining tomorrow, big thunderstorm, and that's going to be when that cold front kind of comes in, so make sure to cover up.
Thanks for watching LLP News. Your host, Libby Hamlin.
Landon Martin,
Paisley Myers.
Today's topic is Uzbekistan.
They're not recording me right now.
Oh my, delete it.
So as you see,
No, Uzbekistan. So we can talk about the Uzbekistan weather.
so what's going on in Uzbekistan news?
you should do some facts on Uzbekistan.
So, facts about Uzbekistan.
You should jump on the couch to start.
That's some fun facts. Let's get it. Wait. Some facts on Uzbekistan.
Is it recording? Oh, it's recording! Period.
Yes.
Let me go rich.
No. And that's all it on Uzbekistan.
On LLP News.